Do Thou Wilt 93, and hello everybody. You're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch, whoop whoop family. And we're doing a love spell with fresh ingredients. So many times we use dried ingredients and make something that can keep forever, which I love. I mean, I've had this protection bottle for 3 to 5 years. I think it's somewhere about 4 years that I've had this, and I love it. And there's, I don't know, 40 or 50 different herbs in there, a little bit of each one. Been using that for a long time. But we don't talk about fresh things enough, because not all of you guys have dehydrators like I do and can just dry these things and set them aside and use them whenever. So I've gathered some things from my kitchen and my yard, and I'll tell you what I gathered. I have dried rose petals from my yard. I have a big fern from my yard. I have a lemon and an apple from my kitchen. I have a strawberry that's not on point from my kitchen. I have a squash blossom from the garden. I have daisies from the wild yard that just grow. I have some fresh basil, and I have some fresh yarrow. And lastly, I had one more thing. Where was my wormwood? There's my wormwood, my absinthe. Okay, so all of these things I'm using for love and potency. And what I'm going to do is, now that I've shown you all the ingredients, I'm going to tell you the working that I wrote. Okay, so I wrote this working. It's for a love spell. You can do it fresh or dried. But when we do it fresh like this, God, it smells amazing. It's not something that will keep forever though. So I've just written down, take a whole apple and orange, slice it into flat rounds, 7 pieces each. Go orange apple and make it into one fruit. In between each layer, add any ingredients you can access or may have. Sprinkle cinnamon, basil, rose petal, yarrow flowers, etc. for love. Wrap in a fern and wrap with twine. I forgot to get the hemp. Where is it? Hang for 3 days outside to draw love into the home. Or you could do a dried bottle like we talked about before, but that would take a lot of time. So, what are we going to do with this? Let me show you. Okay, so we're going to get a knife. It doesn't have to be fancy. And we're going to start with cutting these into slices. These 3 fruits that are almost kind of the same size. The strawberry is quite large, isn't it? And we're going to cut them into slices. And then we're going to kind of like layer them into a ball. And then we're going to wrap the ball up in the fern and hang it. And we're going to make flowers and stems pop out of it. And I'm going to tell you what everything is to represent. So we're doing 9 cuts on the apple. And you'll see I adjust my own workings all the time. I wrote that 2 days ago, but today I didn't have an orange. I had a lemon, so we're using lemon. Lemon, although it's not good for love like oranges, it's good for friendship and uplifting, purification. So that's going to add really good things into your relationship that you want to be happening. 1, 2, 8. And 9 on here as well. 9 is a very magical number. It's 3 squared. I love 3. So we've got those, and then we've got the strawberry as well. I'm going to do 6 slices of strawberry. Actually, 6. I guess I'm going to have to do 9, aren't I? Okay, now we layer it into a ball of its own. I would suggest putting the lemon on the outside. Let's find out. So we're layering it into a ball. Every layer we add, we say, you know, lemon, help us with our friendship, our longevity in the relationship, and uplifting this relationship. Apple, help us with the love, and strawberry, help us with the love. So asking the herbs, because we know what they're good for, and they know what they're good for, asking them what we want them to help us with. Because strawberry, as it only has one job, love, lemon has 4 jobs, and apple has 7 jobs. So my name is Jennifer, and I'm a witch, and I do witchcraft, but I also know how to be a waitress, a cashier, an artist, you know, lots of different things. So you have to tell me what job you want me to do. Okay, does that make sense? So lemon, please be uplifting this love and making it a friendship, and a very purified one at that, you know, however you want to say it. Now, in between this, we're also going to be putting other things like basil. So put some basil leaves in there as well while we're stacking these layers. And a daisy. And a strawberry. And maybe tuck the wormwood in here. And a piece of yarrow. And another piece of basil. Just any old way you like. This is really just about the fun of doing this and the intention of what we want to get from it. You know, it's not going to look perfect. If you can get it to look perfect, you are a true artist. And if you want to take the time to make it look perfect, you go ahead. But just remember, if it doesn't look perfect, then you're doing well, because it looks like the taxidermy witches, right? So just continuing to make this a beautiful layery rainbow. I'm going to kind of set that down and work on it. And I need to get my twine right now so that when I'm ready to tie it, I can actually tie it. I made this bracelet a long time ago. I'm going to see if this will work. If not, we'll figure that out when we get there, will we? Won't we? Won't we, will we? Will we, won't we? We will! Aha! You will do this a lot nicer than I'm doing this, because obviously you'll have more time and gentleness to take with it. But do all your layers, get them all in there, wrap them up. We can use the squash blossom to represent a growth coming, to grow this love, because the squash blossom is just the start of something amazing, isn't it? And it's nothing like this is. So now we're going to take that and we're going to wrap it up inside of this fern. Fern is really good for love. So I'll take with the soft side first and just wrap it right in that ball it's already in. And it's going to kind of start to fall apart. That is okay. Put it back together. Love falls apart. What do? Put it back together. Okay, got the fern around that. Now let's take this twine, put it below, try and catch everything, and tie it up. And then you can do anything with this. I tell you right now, it smells absolutely divine. It's not too messy. minus the strawberries. It's not too messy. And then you can go ahead and put some more flowers up in the top. That way when you go to hang it, it's just fresh, beautiful love. Love, love, love coming out from all angles. You know, Daisy is kind of the first divination flower. He loves me. He loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. They love me. They love me not. You know, we've done videos on those types of workings. Go back and look at my dandelion and daisy videos. Good stuff. Get that basil up in there. It smells amazing. You know, just really just tucking that anywhere. Tucking all those things anywhere you like. Fresh flowers. Go ahead and hang this outside of your house for 3 days to draw love. It's going to smell amazing right outside of your front door. And just thank you guys for joining me. I'm so happy to be bringing you guys these ideas again. And do as thou wilt, 93.